welcome to another Waypoint FPL update. Good to be back again. More Premier League, and more importantly, we've obviously got Chris here as always. How's it going, Chris?
Good week so far. Yeah, it's quite nice that we've actually got a match on Saturday to look forward to. We'll come back
Yes,
to that later.
definitely, yeah, and get used to it because we have a lot more after this one. Yeah, as you say, we'll get on to the FPL and come back to that in a bit. And we finally have a little bit of changing of the guard. Mike is still in first place. With a very respectable 72 on the week, giving him 350 total. And I see what you've done with your team name, Mike. I'm watching you. Massive Fabianski, get out of here. Get out of here. But we're going to look at your team. So Dean Henderson, yeah, at least commit to the bit. Add Lucas Fabianski if you're going to pull games like that. Come on.
Nobody wants to do that, Nath.
Well, then don't call your team after Lucas Fabianski. Dean Henderson in goal with the 9 points. That's pretty solid. Ezra Konza with 9. Alexander Arnold with 11. Mo Salah, of course, captain with 12. Rogers with 10. Haaland with 9. And a cheeky little 4 from Nunes. So pretty solid week all around for Mike there, Chris.
Absolutely. Say a very solid week all around, I would say. Say Salah top scoring with 12. I mean, he's persevering with captaining Salah when clearly Haaland's a better play. But it is what it is. Salah was playing a bottom half team. To be fair,
exactly.
He would have expected a goal. Did he score? No, he did not. But again, 11 from Alexander Arnold as a result, not bad. And 2 Palace players in this team, so he knows where I'm going with this. Congratulations. On your 2 Palace players, but yeah, Dean Henderson was inspired and in inspired form at the weekend as well. So definitely a good play.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, we'll go back to the same. So Brett continues his ascent, which he's probably doing for charity or something. So he's up to 344 with points in second place now, 70 on the week, so good score. Which knocks Alex out of second for the first time in a while. He had 66, so again reasonable, but leapfrogged by 2 points by Brett. Betts and Ethan round out the top 5. Betts had the tied second highest score on the week, I believe. And with 75, so let's take a look at his team. Again, he also had Henderson, Trent, Rogers as well. Smith Rowe, who got 8. Salah, he captained as well with 12, and Haaland 9. So quite a similar team to Mike's. We also had Gabriel, who got 7 there, Chris.
Yeah, got 7 and a smack round the back of the head for his sins. By the way, I mean, you've got to say to yourself, Arsenal were so unlucky at the weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
They were into the cosh for 45 minutes, but that would have been one of the all-time great defensive performances, or one of the all-time worst defensive performances from Man City, because they were grim for 45 minutes. I mean, and to say, if you ever get in a game where there are 10 men camped behind the ball, don't feel bad about not being able to break them down, because Man City, despite being the alleged best team in the world, in their fans' view, couldn't break down Arsenal for that amount of time. So, it took a dodgy set piece to make it work. So,
Yep.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, again, not really much to say, because, as you quite rightly point out, Nath, it's very, very similar to Mike's, though we can still see it is the absolute vibes 11 there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can count on Betts for the vibes 11.
That's it. That is a flare midfield. No defence in there whatsoever.
And yeah, absolute sour grapes by the Man City players as well, which you love to see.
Absolutely.
Fourth. Let's see. The difference between fourth and first place is only 11 points, 339 compared to Mike's 350. So, yeah, fairly close there at the top now. Going down, looking outside the top 5, which Jake falls out of. 5th to 12th is only separated by 15 points. So, 328 down to 313 with Smithy there. Within that, Ben had the tied high score on the week of 80, so let's take a look at Ben's team.
Nice.
So no Henderson here. Again, we've got Trent. He's also got Van Dijk. Salah captain again. Palmer got 8. Rogers also there. Son with 10. Solanke with 6. Watkins with 6. And Welbeck with 6. All the 6s to the strikers. So, yeah, good week for Ben.
Very, say, committing to Liverpool there, I would say, but yeah, well worth it. I see Morgan Rogers is definitely a fantasy favourite, and as he should be, because he's playing very well indeed this season. But yeah, can we just go and say that Ben scored his 80 points without Haaland? I
Yeah,
mean, this won't happen every week, but yeah,
that should count double, right?
I mean, it's to definitely get a gold star for something. Um, but yeah, that might be the most average and English front three in Solanke, Watkins, and Welbeck you've ever seen in your life. Three workhorse players, so
Yep.
fair play to
Who
that.
says we don't have anyone behind Kane? I don't. Right. No. Well. Turning to the bottom. Yeah. Harry is now at the cellar with a mere 40 points on the week. I didn't actually note down in this who had the lowest score. I think it was Harry, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Harry. So we'll take a look at your team. Harry, yeah, 40 points overall. So Mazraoui, whatever his name is, with 6. Haaland 18, who we captained, so that's decent, but that's pretty much where all the points came for, as you can see here for Harry. Chris?
Yeah, I on paper this isn't that bad, and I think this has actually got some legs in it over the course of the season. But yeah, with Odegaard being injured is not necessarily a good thing. Yeah, I actually think this has got potential. This team,
Yeah.
as bad a score as it is, he's a Chelsea fan. Committing to Chelsea, fair enough. I think Madueke and Nkunku's a bit of a weird one for me, but I think Madueke had better weeks. Um, but yes, Trippier, Gvardiol, and Saliba all combining for 3, not great.
No, like you say, better. Isaac didn't do much in this one either. Onana, obviously, a quiet day. So, yeah, as you say, overall the team isn't that bad. And I don't think we've really called out Harry too much. So, he's obviously been flying under the radar.
By the
So,
way,
yeah.
by the way, a wild Marcos Senesi on the bench.
Yes.
Just forget that's bold. But I haven't seen him on anyone's team, so
No,
I'm going to
no.
give you points for creativity
Yeah.
there.
So Aiden was at the bottom, I believe, but yeah, he had a very respectable 75 on the week, carrying him off the bottom. So well done to you, Aiden. And then lastly, I mentioned Ben had the tied highest score of the week. Luke was the other team with 80 points. He's just a little further near the bottom, which is why we didn't get to him. But we will look at his team. Again, he's got Konza with 9, Diego Dallo, Dallo with 9. Luis Diaz with 16, Emil Sestero again with 8, Mo Salah captain with 12, Solanke 6, Haaland 9, and Welbeck again 6. So yeah, a lot of common players at the moment.
Lots of common players on there as well. So yeah, definitely, definitely there. But I want to give you a thumbs up for a player that started with Palace at the beginning of the season. Joachim Anderson's on the bench there, cultured. That's what I can say, cultured. But obviously didn't make the lineup on this occasion. But yeah, lots of the same. And fair play, Luis Diaz. I haven't seen anybody else who's had him, and that start has obviously paid dividends.
I've got him. I just didn't do anything notable enough to get on here. So but
There you are.
I've got
So
him.
when you're a high scoring team of the week, then you'll get the praise. So.
Exactly. Well, I did very much so one of the previous weeks. Or yeah, but not this week. That's fine. Maybe this week.
Long time ago.
We're only like 4 weeks in, aren't we? What?
It feels like a long time ago.
That's it for the preview this week, though, Chris. So yeah, I will give the final word to you. As always.
Well, the good news is that there's nothing on the fines that we need to speak about. I don't think.
Well, there are outstanding fines, but I don't think anyone's at risk of it doubling because yeah, the ones that did double still have not paid. So.
Who have we got on the list, Nate?
I believe it's Lewis still, George, and Aiden. I think those the three. Oh, there's one more, and Nathan as well.
Right, pay up, chaps. Otherwise, it's going to go to £2. And you know what happens? As we saw on last week's update, it goes to 2 to 4 to yeah.
Aiden's going to go to 8 if he doesn't pay by next Saturday.
Aiden will need to go to Saudi Arabia to pay his fines very soon. So I hope that tax-free income is going to be well worth it because you can pay off £2. It's going to be at the end of the season.
You've been warned.
Anyway, you have been warned, all of you. Other than that, yes, game on Saturday. It's at Cam School, not on the 4G but on the grass behind. 10:30 kickoff as usual. We'll put the squad out tomorrow and the meet time. So with the numbers that we've got currently, the squad will pick itself. Other than that, there really isn't that much to say. Obviously, the opposition is new community, so played them plenty of times last season. Everyone who's around then, anyone that's new, we played them in the pre-season friendly at Deer Park that we ended up winning. Don't be fooled by that team. There was quite a few of them missing, and they have a goalkeeper that's actually a goalkeeper rather than some guy who just likes to go with his feet all the time. That's the only scouting report I can really tell you. I haven't seen them play this season. They've had some very mixed results. They got battered by Hope, and then they battered KCC, which was a bit of a weird one in the cup last week. So yeah, make of that one what you will. Otherwise, those who are available for Saturday, I shall see you on Saturday morning. Other than that, have a good Friday, the rest of you, and we should be training as usual this time next Thursday. So until then, we'll be seeing you.